Summertime is almost here, and younger teenagers in Georgia and Pennsylvania are already getting Pfizer's COVID vaccine after the FDA's decision to authorize emergency use for 12 to 15-year-olds. Other states are expected to follow later this week, and it is just in time for summer camps all across the country as they prepare for campers to come back. Millions of kids attend camp every year, and many will return for the first time since 2019 because last year's pandemic closures. Meg Oliver visited YMCA Camp Mason in Hardwick, New Jersey, to look at plans to keep about 800 campers there safe.
This year's summer at YMCA Camp Mason may not look exactly like this, but CEO Keith Vanderzee says they still plan to give kids the most normal experience they can.
The camp is always needed. But this year it's going to be more essential than ever.
We first met Vanderzee last year, shortly after they made the difficult decision to cancel overnight camp.
The last time we sat down together, you were pretty devastated. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling so excited for this summer that we can finally open again for our 121st year.
They plan to follow state COVID guidelines. Kids must have a negative COVID test within 72 hours of arrival. Then they'll test them again 5 days into camp. And there will be additional hand washing stations and sanitizer. Big events like campfires will be social distanced, and campers will live and interact in cohorts or small groups of up to 20 kids.
When distancing or indoors, you will have to wear a mask, but our goal is to be outdoors as much as possible, be in the cohort as much as possible, and maskless as much as possible.
What happens if a camper tests positive?
We have had to set up isolation quarters this year. We'll be notifying parents right away. Quarantining is necessary, and making sure that camp is safe for the rest of our population.
Is it safe to send your child to a summer camp this summer?
I think that most summer camps are thinking very carefully about this and would not be opening if they felt that there was any significant risk of harm.
Dr. Dipesh Navsaria is helping Wisconsin Summer Camp develop reopening guidelines. He says it's important campers are cohorted and camp should try to do most things outside. And he said there still should be some social distancing or masks in large groups outdoors.
Some people might wonder, why are we even talking about opening summer camps when this pandemic is not completely over? Our children need this. Even if it's not completely normal, we think is really important to their mental health and well-being.
Mental health is something Camp Mason is taking very seriously.
We actually have hired mental health professionals to assist us this year. We have extended staff training where we'll be covering a lot of aspects of grief and trauma and isolation.
When you think about camp, what does camp mean to you?
It's like kind of like a second home.
New York City siblings Aiden, Bella, and Max Tirado are counting down the days until they're back at Camp Mason. They go every year, and this year, 17-year-old Max will be a staffer.
Does camp mean even more to you this summer after what you've been through?
I think so. I feel like camp will give us a chance to escape what's happening in the rest of the world for a little bit.
Bella, what are you looking forward to the most at camp?
Meeting new people and being able to socialize a bit more, because I haven't been able to do that really at home much because of everything that's happening.
Amid everything that's happening, everyone seems ready to lean on some sort of normalcy.
Camp is going to be a place to heal for some. There's been real trauma associated with COVID, and camp's going to be a place where kids can process their feelings. And I think, the thing that we're most excited about is just reconnecting people.
Camp Mason will reopen June 27th. They're hopeful most of their staff will be vaccinated, and some campers, even if they're not, they're ready to welcome them back safely.
That was Meg Oliver reporting. Let's see, fingers, eyes, legs crossed that the kids can go to camp this season. Let's all hope for that.